Hi, I'm Coach Donovan. I'm coming to you at About You in Long Island City. We're going to get into an agility workout. We're going to start with a couple stretches, a couple activation movements, some movement prep, and then we're going to get explosive. Let's get to work. Our first movement is a side lunge. It's pretty simple. I'm going to step out to the side, squatting on my lead leg, keeping the trail leg straight. This is what it looks like. I'm going to step out. I'm stretching the inner thigh on this trail leg and working through that squat on the lead leg. It's very important that your foot is right under your hip at the bottom of the movement. I've got pretty good range of motion in my hips, so I'm able to step out really, really far and get pretty low. There should be a direct relationship between your squat leg and that straight leg. I'm going to go back to the left now. So as the farther I can go, should be the lower I can go. Maybe I'm a little bit stiffer, and this is what the stretch looks like. That's okay, as long as you feel the stretch in that inner thigh, and you're able to get up with that single leg squat. Second movement we're gonna do, I call it a Carioca squat, but you can also call it alternating curtsy squats. I'm basically gonna do like a Carioca where my feet cross in front and in back of each other. But each time my feet cross, I'll do a lunge or a single leg squat. So my trail leg is going to go across, dropping that knee, come back up. The trail leg goes around the back, dropping that knee. And we just keep alternating to the end of our course. And then we'll bring it back the other way. Now I really want to focus on keeping my shoulders square. Some people aren't as flexible, so you may end up stepping a little bit more forward as you cross your feet than across the midline. All right, now for our activation. We're going to activate the adductors. So I'm going to take my lead leg, I'm going to strike the ground, pulling myself toward the far cone, like so. So my leg stays straight, and I'm providing force through that lead leg using that adductor. I'm going to take the same idea. We're going to work the abductors. So now I'm going to take my trail leg. I'm almost going to take one powerful step through as I make my way to the far cone. Get into our prep. So most of our movements today are going to be a shuffling movement or a movement where I rotate my hips as I move laterally. So we're going to do kind of our generic shuffle. We're just going to flow down and back with our shuffle. I like to teach keeping your feet shoulder width or wider. It allows me to stop and change direction a lot more smoothly. Now we'll go into our Carioca, rather our Tapioca. So nerdy thing, we have Carioca, we have Tapioca. Carioca is more of a running mechanic, trying to cover a lot of ground explosively. Tapioca, same idea, crossing our feet over and under, but it's a shorter, almost flamenco type of movement. Great for if you don't have a lot of space to work with. You get so many more reps rotating through the hips and work that foot speed. Both very good exercises. For now, I don't have a lot of space, so I'm going to do Tapioca. I'm going to go one more time. Whew. All right, now we're warm. So we're going to get into our explosive movements. So our first movement is going to be a shuffle. We're going to go 2 steps at a time. Generally speaking, you're playing a sport, playing basketball, maybe you're boxing, you're either in a small space or have a little bit of the space to actually work with. So there's no real need to be explosive in your shuffle for more than maybe 2 to 3 steps. You know, I'm in a basketball court, 2 steps from me, one of my teammates is right there. You know, I don't really need to be shuffling a mile. Watch the NBA, watch college basketball. You'll notice what I'm talking about. So that said, we're going to go 2 at a time here. I'm in an athletic position, kind of a quarter squat. Shoulders are right over the knees, big chest, big butt. All right, that's my athletic position. So from here, I'm going to push off of my trail leg. Yes, I'm stepping with my lead leg, right? I'm stepping with this leg, but I'm pushing off that trail leg. So we're going to push. Doubles going this way, doubles coming back. So I'm nice and low, push, 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 push. And I'll bring it back. Same idea. Yes, I am stepping with the lead leg, but once I pick this lead leg up, I'm pushing hard off the trail leg. Once again, push, 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 push. All right, we're going to do it again. I encourage you to use your upper body. Do whatever you like. Maybe you play basketball. Coach is teaching you to do this. You know, maybe you're a football player. You're generally shuffling to run. So if you move your arms like a runner, that's fine. Using your upper body is good. It's going to help you be a little bit more fluid of an athlete. If you're too rigid, this feels a little weird. Okay? But to each their own. Last set of these shuffles. We're doubling. Nice. All right. So we did 2 rounds with just a shuffle. We're going to do 2 rounds now with the double and a jump. So this is going to be our first change of direction. So I'm going to go from a lateral movement to a vertical movement. Now your jump doesn't have to be a max effort jump. Like I don't need to dunk every time I jump, you know. Just leave the ground. Figure out how to move laterally, absorb that force, and go straight up. All right, let's give it a try. We're going to go down and back 2 times. Push, push, up. Push, push, up. Push, push, up. Coming back. Push, push, up. Push, push, up. Push, push, up. Good. We're going to go again in about 10 seconds. Keep in mind, when you're doing this, you should probably rest however you see fit. It's okay if you take longer than the 10 seconds or so I'm going to try to do now. You want to make sure you're getting really, really good reps. So if you're more conditioned, push it. Give yourself less rest. If you need the rest, take it. Perfect reps are more important than working through fatigue. All right, let's hit it. While this isn't really a jumping tutorial, when we're jumping, let's always send our arms up when we go up. A lot of people do this. You got 2 forces working against each other. You got everything going up. Your arms are throwing you down. Unless you were looking to do a resisted vertical jump, everything should go up. It might be a video for another time. All right, here we go. Second form of change of direction. We are going to go 2 steps out and 1 step back. So if you haven't already noticed, I say 1 step, but both feet go. That is a step. Step replace, step reset, however you want to say it, that's 1 step. So we're going to go 2 steps, step replace, and then cut back. Step replace, and then cut back. 2 out, 1 back. We should be able to get like 5 reps in this 5-yard space. Here we go. 2 out, 1 back. Ready? Go. 2 out, 1 back. 2 out, 1 back. Step, reset, come back. 2 out, 1 back. 2 out, 1 back. Now, when we go out, we get 2 powerful steps. The cut back may not even be equal to one of those steps you had going out. We've got all that momentum. Just come back. All right? It's okay if you don't cover the same distance. Here we go. Same thing going left. Ready? Go. Gonna hit that one more time. All right, here we go. Again, feel free to take a longer rest if you need to. Taking it back. 2 out, 1 back. Push, push, come back. Push, push, come back. Push, push, come back. Whew. Grab a little water if you need to. We'll talk you through the next move. So we're gonna do the same thing. 2 out, 1 back. But just like when we doubled on the shuffle, we're gonna add a jump. So we have 2 changes of direction. We have a lateral change and a vertical. A lateral change and a vertical. Whew. We're gonna do that twice. This is gonna be brutal. All right, let's do it. Here we go. Ready? Push, push, back and up. 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 Whew. Now, if you're doing this with somebody, cool. That's dope. You're gonna have somebody that can kind of coach you up. You should probably take turns. So you get your 5, they get their 5. See about the quality of what they're doing. Some people are drifters. I don't want to drift. I want to go straight out and straight up. So you can coach each other up and make sure they're not drifting. And usually why they're drifting is they're not setting their feet. They're just going instead of stopping and going up. Again, something we could talk about further another day. All right, here we go. Ready? Let's do it. 2 out, 1 back, up. 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 Last one. 2 out, 1 back, up. Whew, we gotta go again. Whew. Again, grab water if you need to. Take a rest. This ain't that deep. Feel free to pause this if you want, if you're following right along. But make sure you're getting good reps and you're recovered enough to get good reps. Quality over hard work. Hard, bad work is still bad work. 2 out, 1 back, up. 2 out, 1 back, up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, up. I keep harping on the quality of the work. Now, some of us are not great athletes. Like, no one's paying me to work out, so clearly I wasn't that great of an athlete. But, you know, if your form's not good because you're learning, that's one thing. But sometimes we get ahead of ourselves. We just want to be the best and do the most. It doesn't matter. Stay grounded, stay self-aware, and do the best that you can do. Like Hear It About You, they say, be the best you. There's a reason for that. Here we go. 2 out, 1 back and up. Last time. Ready? Let's go. 2 out, 1 back, up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Whew, we got one more move. This one's probably the hardest too. Whew. All right. So our next move is a crossover step. So we did work in the earlier parts of this workout, crossing over, and we crossed under. For the purposes of this workout, we're not going to do an explosive cross under. Agility, like a lot of things, has different phases. Again, we can get into this another time. With our agility, we could do things that are scripted, like in a ladder or with cones, whether it be between cones or running through cones in the ladder. And then we could do things that are a little more reactive. Generally, our cross under is a reactive thing. You know, you might do that as a soccer player. You see some defenders coming, do some cute stuff, score a goal. You know, same thing as a basketball player with the ball, football player trying to get off of the jam. You know, but generally, we're not doing explosive cross under drills. You know, kind of like a kid that's really good at tag, they're gonna be able to do this. All right, do a cross under step. But we're gonna cross over. And there's two ways we can do this. So we could do this as a 2-part movement or a 3-part movement. If we do it as a 2-part movement, I'm gonna take my trail leg, I'm gonna cross over and stop. All right, so I'm gonna really explode. As I'm crossing over, I'm pushing off of this other leg, and then I stop. All right, so I'll just show you what one looks, what a couple look like rather, with a 2-part movement, and then I'll show you the 3-part movement. So again, 2-part movement, I'm gonna go, that's it, step and stop. Now, as I pick this trail leg up, I'm pushing hard off of this leg. I don't know if you guys watch track and field. When you slow things down, runners come out of the block, both feet come off of the block and they start running. It's not a single step. So here, both feet are gonna move almost at the same time. I'm gonna get in the air and then reset my feet. I'll probably add a slow-mo in the edit. All right, one more time. I'm nice and low on the 2-step. My arms are ready, and I go. That's my crossover step with a 2-part movement. If we do a 3-part movement, it's pretty much the same thing. Some people struggle with stopping the momentum, and we can do what we call a hockey stop. You know, when hockey players do that to stop, we call this a hockey stop. So in slow motion, I would cross over, and I jump into a stop. That's all it is. That's technically 3 moves. I explode, step, stop. All right, now full speed. And I'll add a slow-mo for this one too. So we're here. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. It's kind of awkward for me because I don't do it, but we'll try it again. Again, I'm staying nice and low. I'm gonna explode. 1, 2, 3. All right, that's it with a hockey stop. I'm not doing it with a hockey stop moving forward, but at least you know what it is. So it's gonna take me maybe 2, maybe 3 steps to get to that cone and come back. I'm gonna go 2 laps, down and back. You do whatever is appropriate for the space you have. You may even alternate. All right, so I'm going to my right. Left leg is gonna swing as I push off the right leg. All right, ready, go. Call it 2. We'll go again. Before we move on, you might have caught yourself doing a couple things, couple common faults. We take this lead leg and we like turn it before we go. If we're on the court, we're on the field, you do that, I'm gone. So try to eliminate any of those false steps. Even if you're slower, just be slower. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. You know, for football guys, everybody talks about Jerry Rice not having an impressive 40-yard dash. Yeah, that guy still has the most yards and most touchdowns in history with all the freak athletes that have come out. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. All right, so we're gonna take this same move, just like the last 2. We're gonna add a jump. So we're gonna cross over, land, and go straight up. Again, if you got a buddy, that's awesome. If you have a buddy, you guys take turns going through this and see whether or not your buddy drifts. If they drift, let's just let them know. Stop before you go up. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Here we go. One more time, down and back, and then we're done. And that is our agility workout. Be the best you.